Everyone has heard of World War II, the Holocaust, and Hitler's reign in Germany, but very few have heard of Oskar Schindler's heroic acts to save 1,200 Jews. Oskar Schindler took a stand against the Nazi Party, and because of this, over 1,000 Jewish lives were saved, and he has become one of the most renowned Holocaust rescuers. Also, many Schindler Jews visit his grave every year because of his actions, which restored their faith in humanity.
He gave me life. He saved my sisters, and I couldn't ask for any more.
Anybody who was related to us in Poland had died at the hands of the Nazis, and we were the only ones that survived. And the reason we survived is because we ended up on Schindler's List.
He saved them not because he was at the beginning kind-hearted, good, noble, moral, and the like, but because on a very deep level he developed a human attachment to these people.
Oskar Schindler was born on April 28, 1908 in Zwickau, Austria-Hungary, present-day Czech Republic. Schindler joined the intelligence service for the Nazi Party in 1936, later joining the Nazi Party in 1939. He was later arrested for espionage by the Czech government. In 1938, Schindler was released under the Munich Agreement, which was when Germany took over western Czechoslovakia.
On September 1st, 1939, the Nazi blitzkrieg stormed into Poland and began its brutal occupation. 1 week later, Oskar Schindler, 31 years old, arrived in Krakow as an agent for the Abwehr, the German intelligence organization. His disarming smile, quick wit, and ability to disguise a bribe as a gift of friendship helped make all the right connections.
In 1939, Schindler acquired his enamelware factory in Krakow, Poland. There he employed around 1,700 workers, 1,000 of them were Jewish. His connection to the Nazi Party helped protect his Jewish workers from death in concentration camps. He used bribes and luxurious gifts to keep his workers safe from the SS. In 1944, the SS began to close down their concentration camps in the east and moving the prisoners westward. Schindler was allowed to move his factory to Brunlitz in Sudetenland.
In the fall of 1941, the Nazis began transporting Jews out of the Plaszow ghetto. Most of the Jews were taken to the Belzec extermination camp and killed. On March 13, 1943, the ghetto was raided and the Nazis eliminated the unhealthy Jews, and those still healthy enough for work were sent to the concentration camps at Plaszow. Several hundred more were wiped out by the Nazis as they raided the ghetto. Schindler was aware of this event because of his Wehrmacht contacts. He had his workers stay at the factory overnight to prevent harm from coming to any of them. Schindler witnessed the annihilation of the ghetto and was shocked. From that point on, he changed his mind about the Nazis and decided to go out and save as many Jews as possible.
Leon Leeson was a young boy at the start of the war. He was lucky enough to be put on Schindler's List. He was a very small child and had to stand on a box to reach the levers and buttons on the machinery he worked. Oskar Schindler was very fond of this boy. He began talking to Leon and built a relationship with him. Oskar Schindler would sometimes give extra food rations to Leon. Leon would get very excited and share these rations with his family. Oskar Schindler saved the life of Leon and his family. Leon Leeson met Oskar Schindler after the war in 1972 when a group of survivors invited Schindler to Los Angeles. Leon was among those who welcomed him at the airport. He wasn't sure Schindler would recognize him, but he definitely did. Schindler said, "I know who you are. You're little Leeson."
After the war, Schindler had a very tough life. He didn't feel safe in Germany, so he tried to immigrate to the United States, but was rejected because he was a former member of the Nazi Party. He went to Buenos Aires, Argentina, and there he started farming and was funded by the Jews he saved in donations and gifts. He later became bankrupt and moved back to Germany without his wife Emily. There he tried to start a cement business, but that too failed and he became bankrupt again. For his work during World War II, Schindler was named Righteous Among the Nations in 1963, an award given by the State of Israel on non-Jews who took an active role to rescue Jews during the Holocaust. Another award that he received included the German Order of Merit, which was awarded in 1966. Oskar Schindler died on October 9, 1974, of liver cancer. Schindler wanted to be buried in Jerusalem on Mount Zion because that was where the Jews were. He was the only member of the Nazi Party to be honored this way. Oskar Schindler took a stand against the Nazi Party by helping Jews to survive the Holocaust. He fed and treated them humanely to help them survive. Instead of killing and working them to death, he used his power and rank in the Nazi Party to help the Jews. In doing this, he disobeyed the Nazi law. He could have made a lot of money by not using it on saving the Jews, but he saw how badly they were mistreated and wanted to help them. As a result, he died penniless, and many Jews are indebted to him.